If you're still living with your ex, does that mean that there's no alimony? Well, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public. So please subscribe to our channel. What's the impact of living together, sort of a co-living arrangement, on alimony? Well, really, theoretically, just because you're living together doesn't really bespeak anything regarding costs of living. You may still be sharing the same household, but if you've got to pay these bills and this one's got to pay these bills, it really doesn't impact alimony. Alimony, though, is not like child support. Alimony has a little bit more play to it than child support. See, child support is mandatory. Alimony can or cannot be awarded by the court. Now, there are guidelines, but they're not controlling. They're more suggestive of what the court should do and probably will follow the guidelines. But you got to understand one thing. If the parties are living in a situation where, they're still in, for example, a marital home, that has to be something flushed out with respect to alimony, because certain things can stop alimony. The court can order that alimony stops with a significant change of circumstances. So if the payor dies or the other one remarries, the court can reconsider whether or not alimony should continue. If the parties are still living together, that's something that should be discussed. But I can totally see a situation where alimony will be awarded, but it won't impact or change anything if the parties end up living together. Why? Because, for example, there may be an arrangement. Okay, you can live with me, but you're paying rent. You're doing this, you're doing that. You're paying this bill, you're paying that bill. Well, if that's the case, then, there's still got to be a payment of alimony. But if the arrangement changes, for example, where wife moves back in with husband and husband is paying all the bills, ex-husband paying all the bills, then ex-husband will have a good reason to say, why should I pay alimony? I mean, the whole idea of alimony is that you should be able to go and get your own apartment, pay your own utilities, do this and do that. If I'm already paying that, I'm already paying the alimony. So why should I pay it again? Here's the thing, though. If you're the payors, if you're on that side, you're on the payor side, you really got to think about whether or not you want to take the payee in and have them live with you while there's an alimony order out there. If you're smart, what you will do is file a motion to suspend the alimony on the theory that there's a plan that this person will move in. Once the court grants that motion and the person moves in, then you're good. You never want to be in a position where the person's moving in, but you still have the alimony obligation. Because for all you know, while it makes sense to stop paying, you're still obligated to pay because there's a court order. And it could take months and months and months for the court to make a ruling. And even if it makes a ruling, it might not be retroactive. And even if it is retroactive and therefore there's a big credit coming your way, if the other person no longer has the money, how's it going to help you? So you should plan this a little bit better. If this is the arrangement that's going to be, file your motion first and tell the court, look, we have an arrangement. We've agreed to do this. It's going to start June 1. Today is March 25th. So we're filing this motion to be heard before June 1 so that I can suspend alimony payment during that time. Now, what are you going to do? If you come June 1, the court still hasn't ruled. Well, then the parties can enter a stipend order suspending the alimony pending that ruling. And if the other side won't agree to that, then you've got to really figure out whether or not you want that arrangement. If you have any questions about that, reach out, and of course, we'll be glad to help you out.
248-588-3333. 248